Hello student, आवाज येतोय का रे माझा? Am I audible? Students,
Yes, sir.
student आवाज येतोय का माझा? Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. येतोय.
Okay, so today we are going to start our third unit, that is gear management. The third unit name is gear management. In that gear management, we are going to understand what is meant by gear, what are the different types of gear, what are the different gear managing methods also, means gear hobbing, gear burnishing. There are different gear managing methods are there. So that also we have to understand one by one. Just check with our syllabus also. Just wait. Students are waiting, I think. So first of all, we'll overlook upon our whatever the syllabus we have to cover in this third unit, because that this third chapter is of 10 marks weightage. आतावर आपण 10 mark first chapter, second chapter 14 marks, and this third chapter is of 10 marks. So around 34 marks syllabus आपण cover करू या chapter नंतर. So this is our third unit, that is, if you can see, gear management. दिसते का रे syllabus ची फाईल मी दाखवतोय स्टुडंट्स? PDF दाखवतोय
Yes, sir.
syllabus.
दिसतोय.
Okay. So unit name is Unit 3, Gear Managing. Okay. So in that gear managing methods, we have to understand function and types of gears. Then different gear managing methods also. In that gear managing methods, there is one gear hobbing is there. Gear hobbing, gear hobbing. Then gear shaping is also there. So we have to understand these different gear management methods also, which is important part as per your syllabus. Gear hobbing मध्ये काय काय working principle of gear hobbing, types of gear hobbing, the advantage of gear hobbing, limitations, then applications of gear hobbing. So in that way, we have to go through this gear hobbing in detail. That gear hobbing is the one of the management method of gears. Then another is called as a gear shaping. So gear shaping is how to use a different shape of the gear. So gear shaping, like gear shaping by pinion cutter, gear shaping by rack cutter, then advantages, limitations, and applications of both these methods, rack cutter or pinion cutter. Of both methods, the advantages, limitations बघायचे, applications बघायचे, and then comparison of gear hobbing and gear shaping. What is exactly the difference between this gear hobbing and gear shaping? So we have to study these both process, gear hobbing and gear shaping, in detail. Its working principle, types, then advantages, limitations, applications, and mostly important comparison in between gear hobbing and gear shaping. And in the last part, we have to understand the further part after production of gear. After producing the gears, there is some another process. There is further process called as a gear furnishing process, or called as a gear finishing method. That gear finishing is means we can achieve the nearby shape, but last finish size of achieve करायची मला, then I have to use this gear shape finishing also. This gear finishing, like need of gear finishing methods. But what is the need of gear finishing? Why we are using this gear finishing? We have to understand the need of the gear finishing, as well as different gear finishing methods also, like gear shaving, gear grinding, gear burnishing, gear lapping, gear honing. So in that way, there are different gear finishing methods are there. So I think one of the group is having this micro module also about this gear finishing, gear lapping, gear honing, gear lapping. Correct? These are the gear finishing methods. There are different products. You have to understand these different gear finishing methods also in detail, so that we can cover this third unit, that is gear management. समजलं स्टुडंट सगळ्यांना? मग तिसरं युनिट महत्वाचा पार्ट आहे आपल्याला. That third unit is of gear manufacturing. Yesterday we has finished this dividing head, that milling processes, milling mechanism, milling machine आपण थर्ड लेक्चर मध्ये शिकलोय, मागच्या लेक्चरला मध्ये सेकंड चॅप्टर मध्ये. आजपासून आपण तिसरा चॅप्टर सुरू करणार आहे, गिअर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग. So before starting that gear manufacturing, actually we'll go through that what is exactly gear is. What is the exactly gear means? What is the its use? So actually this is a particular schematic diagram of a two meshing gears. That is not only single gear, one big gear and mesh with some another small gear called as a pinion gear. बरोबर, तो छोटा गिअर असतो त्याला नेहमी काय म्हणतो आपण, पिनियन गिअर म्हणतो. इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पिनियन गिअर. सगळ्यांना ड्रॉइंग दिसतंय स्टुडंट्स? हॅलो स्टुडंट्स, गिअरचं ड्रॉइंग दिसतंय सगळ्यांना?
हो सर.
Yes, sir. दिसतंय.
हा, मग आपण आता जे लास्ट पार्ट मध्ये मिलिंग मशीन मध्ये शिकलो ना, डिवायडिंग हेड मेकॅनिझम. ते डिवायडिंग हेड मेकॅनिझम आपण अशा प्रकारचं गिअर मॅन्युफॅक्चर करत असतो. वेदर इट मे बी स्पर गिअर और बेअर गिअर, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन युअर मशीन ॲक्युरसी. With the help of that dividing head, or called as a indexing head, you have to fix up such rotary clamp, circular clamp. Instead of that milling machine attachment, dividing head च्या पुढे लावायची तिथे. आणि जेव्हा ते इंडेक्सिंग हेड मेकॅनिझम मी कॅल्क्युलेशन करून ते रोटेट करणार आहे, so number of teeth can be produced. हे जे number of equally spacing teeth प्रोड्यूस झाले, that is because of the indexing of the job. जॉब इंडेक्सिंग करून मला कुठल्या ठिकाणी मशीनिंग करायचंय, कुठल्या ठिकाणी मला किवे असा होल्ड करायचा आहे, बरोबर. किती अँगल मध्ये मूवमेंट करायची, किती अँगल मध्ये मला किवे दाखवायची. सो दॅट कॅन बी डन विथ द हेल्प ऑफ इंडेक्सिंग मेकॅनिझम ओनली. अशा प्रकारचे व्हेरियस गिअर्स कॅन बी प्रोड्यूस ऑन दॅट मिलिंग मशीन. हे आपण बघितलं मागच्या दिवसात, बरोबर. आता पुढच्या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपल्याला गिअर्स शिकायचे. व्हॉट इज द एक्झॅक्टली गिअर? You can see that this small gear called as a pinion gear. This pinion gear is meshed with this bigger size gear. That is a gear. 1 minute please. हाँ सर. हो, भरायचं आहे का? बरोबर, मी तुम्हाला देताना कळशा भरलेले, लागलं तर एक कळशी घेऊन ठेवतो त्यांना. कोणी सांगा वाटलं तर वाजवा. तुमची कळशी असं भरलेली काही ना, ते देईल वरती मॅडम भरले ते सगळं. बरोबर, मग देऊन टाक खाली, तिला वाजवा लागलं सांगून टाक. बरोबर करतो मी, लेक्चर झालं कॉल करतो. So students, this is one of the simple sketch of a two gears meshing with each other. Mesh means to transmit the motion from either one gear to another gear. So that is a small gear is called as a pinion gear, whereas this is a bigger gear. So we can go into the details. What is exactly gear? So definition of gears. So gears are tooth members, or they're having tooths. So gears are tooth members which transmit power or motion. There is or is there or either we can transmit power or either we can transmit motion depending upon your requirement. So for transmitting power or motion between two shafts by meshing, shaft लगाया meshing करायचं. This meshing means just like this small pinion is meshed with this bigger gear. It is such a match केले ना, that is called as a meshing. Meshing means to closely pack to each other with the help of these teeth. बरोबर, teeth आणि ते spacing दिली ना teeth मध्ये, त्या ठिकाणी ते बरोबर pinion, small pinion is attached to that bigger gear with the help of properly meshing. So that is your gear meshing, and gear is used for transmitting either motion or either power. So gears are tooth members which transmit power or motion between two shafts. And while transmitting this power or motion, after meshing properly, there is no chances of any slip. So between two shafts by meshing without any slip, दोन shaft मध्ये ते meshing होऊन काय होतं, तिथे there is a without any slip that power or motion transmission can be done. Hence, gear drives are also called as positive drives. As there is no slip, these gear drives are also called as positive drives. There is a positive drive there from transmitting from one end to other end. In any pair of gears, the smaller one is called as a pinion. आता आपण बघत होतो, the smaller one gear is called as a pinion and the larger one is called as a gear. बरोबर? And that immaterial of which is the driving the other. बरोबर? म्हणजे कुठला गिअर कुठल्या दुसऱ्या गिअरला ड्राईव्ह करतोय, that is immaterial. Means तो pinion त्या बिगर गिअरला ड्राईव्ह करतो का, तो गिअर त्या पिनियन ड्राईव्ह करतोय, that is immaterial. But smaller is always called as a pinion and bigger is always called as a gear. So that is a pinion type of gear and this is a bigger gear. So it may be pinion can drive the gear or gear may be drive the pinion. So that is no important point of that. That is immaterial in that case. The main case is that smaller is called as a pinion and bigger is called as a gear. So when the pinion is driver, it results in step down driver. बरोबर? पिनियन जेव्हा ड्रायव्हिंग करत असतं, लक्षात घ्या, when this pinion is driver, when this pinion is main driving motion and that can be transmitted to this bigger gear, then when pinion is driver, step down driver transformation takes place. So it results in step down drive in which the output speed decreases. त्यामुळे काय होतं, आउटपुट स्पीड काय आहे, डिक्रीज होणार आहे, कारण पिनियन इज स्मॉल and as it is meshed with the 1 minute, just wait. Just wait on something sometime. Hello. So now the कौन सा था? Hello. So we are studying
Yes,
this
sir, yes,
gear. Okay, okay. So we are studying this gear part in the first basic slide. We understand that there is a gear is a tooth member which transmits either power or motion between two shafts by meshing without any slip. Means while transmitting the motion, as both gears are properly meshed, there is no chances of slip. Gears are continuously moving in that meshing area. Okay. So hence gear drives are also called as positive drives. Gear drive जो है it is a positive drive. And in any pair of gears, the smaller one is always called as a pinion gear. Pinion only. Smaller gear we can call it as a pinion, whereas the larger one is called as a gear. and it is not important which is the driving gear. कुठला gear driving करतोय तो pinion करतोय का gear करतोय, that is not important, but always smaller is called as a pinion and bigger is called as a gear. Now when this pinion is driver, so small gear जेव्हा driver असतो, then that results in step down drive. The drive is, as that gear is smaller, it takes many rotation to rotate that full circle of that bigger gear, so it will step down drive in which the output speed decreases. त्यामुळे काय होतं, output speed मध्ये decrease होणार आहे and the torque increases in that step down drive. On the other hand, oppositely आता काय होणार आहे, when that bigger gear is the driver, it results in step up drive because your other pinion is small and gear is driver. Then in that case, when the gear is increasing speed, then it results in step up drive. ज्यामुळे काय असतं, it is called as a step up drive when that gear is driver. So it is important part of gear machine. It results in step up drive in which the output speed increases. स्पीड पण वाढतो आणि टॉर्क काय होते, जे डिक्रीज होते. हो, आधीच्या स्टेप मध्ये स्पीड डिक्रीज होत होतं, टॉर्क इन्क्रीज होत होतं. पण आता आज ऍज ड्राइव दॅट गिअर इज द ड्रायव्हर, इट रिझल्ट्स इन स्टेप अप ड्राइव in which the output speed increases and torque decreases. So that is your different gears. These are the different gears to mesh with each other. A small pinion is always fixed with the gear for transporting motion or power. So these are the various gears which we have to study in details one by one. Okay. So in the first part we understand the what is exactly gear. Gear म्हणजे काय, gears is the tooth members. Okay, gears are tooth members which are used for transmitting the motion or power. Okay. Now in the next part we will going to understand what is exactly gear. Gear म्हणजे काय आपल्याला पुढे बघायचं. So classification of, we'll start with the classification of gear. Now basically gears are classified according to the shape of the tool pair. The shape of the tool pair will decide its classification. Not only shape of the tool pair, but disposition into spur, helical, straight bevel. So according to the tooth pair ची position कशा प्रकारची आहे? So that classification is either spur gear, helical gear, double helical, straight bevel, spiral bevel, hypoid bevel, worm and spiral gears. So these are the different gears. These are the different gears fixed with a pinion. Smaller one is called as a pinion, and bigger is called as a gear. This is a classification of gears having this number of types: spur gear, helical gear, double helical gear, straight bevel gear, spiral bevel gear, and hypoid bevel. These are the three types of bevel gears. And last is worm and spiral gear. This is the worm gear. And last is spiral gear. So these are the different types. We will study in detail, then understand what is exactly spur and what is exactly helical. So first type is spur gear. Spur gears मध्ये काय, they are having teeth parallel to the axis of the rotation and are used for transferring power between two parallel shafts. So see at here this axis is parallel to this another axis. So both axes are parallel to each other. That is called as spur gear. So that spur gear both this pinion axis and this gear axis, they are both parallel to each other. That is the condition of spur gear. So, and they are used for transmitting power between two parallel shafts. Both shafts must be parallel. So pinion gear असेल, छोटा gear असेल, or either bigger gear. So transmitting shaft of pinion as well as gear, both shafts must be parallel. Then it is called as a spur gear. They are simple in construction, easy to understand, and cost less. That is called as a spur gear. They are easy to understand and cost is also less as their construction is simple. Both axes are parallel to each other. That is your spur gear. Then they have the highest efficiency and excellent precision rating as per compared to other gears. The spur gears are having highest efficiency as both axes are parallel to each other. So efficiency of gear is highest efficiency and excellent precision rating. Precision rating आहे market that is also excellent for this spur gears as their efficiency is also higher. कुठे वापरतात आपण ते बघूया. They are used in high speed and high load applications. Spur gears basically are used for high speed and high. That is your spur gears. They are used in high speed and high load applications. Not as a motion. That is spur gears. They are used in high speed, high load applications in all types of trains and wide range of weather. That is spur gears. Hence, they find wide applications right from clocks, household gadgets, motorcycles, automobiles, and railway to aircraft. Not only railways, but also aircraft also there. Automobile, railway and aircraft also we are using this spur gears. So, you see that application of spur gear. So, for pedal gear control by shift gear assembly. So, this is one of the application of spur gear. This is a spur gear. Again, we concentrate on this definition standpoint. Basically, spur gears are both axes must be parallel to each other. So, spur gears have their teeth parallel to the axis, and it is used for. So, this is spur gears having parallel axis between two shafts. They are simple in construction, easy to manage, and cost less. For spur gear machines, as the both axes are parallel to each other. So naturally, spur gears are less simple in construction. They are easy to manufacture and so this is your spur gear. You can see that they are simple in construction, easy to manufacture and costless. They have highest efficiency and excellent efficiency rating also. Efficiency सगळे जास्त असते त्यांची बाकीच्या gearपेक्षा. They are used in high speed and high load applications and wide range of velocity ratios. Hence, they find wide applications right from blocks. Hence, wide, hence, old. So, these are the different spur gears. We'll move to the. We can see that they can use in various clocks, various household gadgets, motorcycles, automobiles, railways to aircraft engines. So, we are using this spur gear mostly. Ma'am. Madam, we cannot provide such data directly without any permission of our students. Actually, ma'am, as your job is in Aurangabad, I think ना, तो मुझे कोई स्टूडेंट का रिस्पांस भी नहीं आया था. मोस्टली स्टूडेंट्स आर हमारे ज़्यादा बच्चे हैं मैम. हेलो डी डिग्री करते हैं मैम. दे आर टेकिंग द हायर एजुकेशन इन बी. So mostly they are not interested at present in job. Actually, दो बच्चे डायरेक्टली कंपनी के थ्रू से बजाज में रिक्रूट में हुए थे हमारे, लेकिन they are not people, they are selected option of not choosing the job. They are going for their degree. So yeah. Students per guess 1 minute. आगे आगे चला देना. So students per gears अपन आज पढ़ते हैं. First type of gear in which these gears axis is parallel to each other. So spur gears have parallel axis and are used for transmitting power between two parallel shafts. They are used they are used for various transmitting power, energy, and their use is simple in construction. That gears are simple in construction, whereas easy to manufacture and their cost is also less. They have highest efficiency and excellent precision rating also. They are used in high speed and high load applications in all types of trains and wide range of applications. Hence, they find wide applications right from clocks. घरात जे वापरतो आपण clock, हातामधले clock आहे जे clock, household gadgets, motorcycles, automobiles, and railways to aircrafts. So all these are the different applications of spur gears. We'll move to the next part. So this is a spur gear, foot pedal gear controlled by shift cam assembly. This is one of the example of spur gear. So gear shift pedal. These are the number of nomenclature of particular gear. So gearbox दाखवलं त्यांनी मोटरसायकलचा using spur gear. So in that gearbox you can see this gear shift pedal is there. Gear change करतो आपण ना पायाने बरोबर, त्याच्यावर असं pedal आहे, पायाचं switch आहे. Then kick starter. At here there is a kick starter. Then C is the main and clutch shaft. That is your main and clutch shaft. C is the main and clutch shaft. D and F lift with four forks. D and F left with forks. E shift cam. Start and counter shaft. Cam shaft with linkage for shift cam. So these are the different assembly. These are different accessories in that gearbox while using this spur gear. Okay, we'll move ahead. The next type of gear is called as the helical gears. As we have studied that spur gears, their axis is also parallel to each other. And in also second type of gear is helical gears. Helical gears are used for again same parallel shaft only. So next after spur gear there is helical gear. Helical gears have teeth inclined to the axis. Hence, for the same width, their teeth are longer than spur gears. बरोबर? Teeth कसे आहेत? Inclined to the axis. Axis ला inclined teeth आहे. Hence, for the same width, the teeth are longer than spur gears. बरोबर? As compared to spur gears, the teeth are longer and have higher load carrying capacity also. The load carrying capacity of these teeth are higher also. Their contact ratio is also higher than spur gears and they operate smoother and quieter than spur gears. They operate smoother and quieter than your spur gears, that is helical gears. The helical gears are teeth axis are inclined to the axis, hence for the same width their teeth are longer than spur gear. Teeth कशा आहेत? They are longer as compared to spur. The precision rating is good. They are recommended for very high speeds and loads. These gears find wide applications in automotive gearboxes. Their efficiency is slightly lower than spur gears. The helix angle also introduces axial thrust on the shaft. So that is your helical gears. These gears have wide applications in automotive gearboxes also. बरोबर ज्याप्रमाणे आपण स्पर गिअर बघितलं होतं ऑटोमॅटिक गिअर टू व्हीलर इंजिन मध्ये त्याप्रमाणेच these helical gears are also used in various automotive applications as their efficiency is slightly lower. पण काय आहे slightly lower than spur gears. That is your helical gear. So this is helical gears having incline to the axis. 1 minute from just wait. So students, hello, am I audible students? Chetan, hello students, audible mother. So students, we are studying this second type of gear called as a helical gear. These helical gears are also parallel shaft drives, but their teeth are inclined to the axis. Their teeth are not parallel; they are inclined to the axis. Means for the same width, their teeth are longer than the spur gears. The helix angle also introduces the axial thrust on the shaft. काय होतं? जो angle तो असतो तो helix angle, it introduces the axial thrust on the shaft during rotation at meshing. These are the helical gears. Their axes are not, their axis of rotations are parallel to each other, but their teeth axis they are not parallel to your axis. They are inclined at an angle. You can see that pinion gear is also having not teeth parallel to the axis. They are having inclined to the axis. So that is called as a helical gear. कळलं स्टुडंट सगळ्यांना काय होतं स्पर गिअर मध्ये काय होतं आपण परत एकदा बघू स्पर गिअर्स these axis of both gears are parallel to each other and in addition to that axis of these teeth axis of this tooth they are also parallel to the axis of cutter axis of gear so they are both parallel to each other but in your helical gear these axes are parallel only but this axis of tooth that is not parallel to each other that is inclined at an angle to the axis of gears so that is called as a helical gears you can see in this cross section also there are different gears having different incline angle with each other so that is your automatic transmission of an automobile suppose for example then next point double helical gear or herringbone gear bro. After single helical gear there is called as a double helical gear so double helical gear just like this so that one pair of gear is that here and meshing with its opposite meshing there is opposite gear also there so that is a double helical gear. इथे नाही का आजी बडीच रंच है कि मी देतो से आजी बडीच है अजून एक सेकंड.
हो हो
तुमची पर्यंत आज कळतं ना.
चालेल सर.
So students, this is second kind of gear, sorry, third kind of gear called as a double helical gear. Means you can see that in this single helical gear there is one pair in helical. In this helical gear pair, this is pinion gear, smaller one is pinion, and bigger one is called as a gear. So there is one pair of gear only, in a single helical gear. But when these two pairs are connected to each other, so that is called as a double helical gear. Means this one pair, pinion and gear, and it is oppositely meshed. Okay, so there is not same meshing. The gears are meshed oppositely, so that is called as a double helical gear for reduction of gearbox of cement mill also. For reduction of gearbox करताना मला अशा प्रकारची double helical gear वापरला जातो. Double helical gear is used for reducing the speed in that gearbox. So that is your double helical gear or called as a herringbone gear. These double helical or herringbone gears are used for transmitting power between two shafts. आपण जर बघितलं तर either we can transmit the power or either motion in our gear definition. Bro, they are used opposing helical teeth with or without gap. तर बघितलं आपण in this diagram of this double helical gear there is no gap, that is without gap, and opposite teeth are there. So that as per definition they are having opposite helical teeth with or without gap. There is no gap actually, whatever slide we are seeing. So in this, that there is no gap in between these two gears and opposite helical ends. Bro, opposite helical teeth means one teeth is at another side and another teeth is at other side. There is opposite helical teeth without gap depending on the manufacturing method adopted. कुठल्या manufacturing method तुम्ही ते gear तयार करताय, depending on that there will be particularly teeth. Two axial thrust oppose each other and nullify. एका हेलिकल गिअर मध्ये ऍक्सियल थ्रस्ट तयार होते, तसं दुसऱ्या अपोजिट थ्रेडच्या हेलिकल गिअर मध्ये पण ऍक्सियल थ्रस्ट नाही होत. As both gear tips are in opposite, so their axial thrust can be nullified. It will have no effect on the motion. Hence the shaft is free from any axial force. मग तो shaft का असतो axial force पासून फ्री राहतो. As both thrust, axial thrust can be nullify and there is no axial force on the shaft. Though the load carrying capacity is very high, a double helical gear has a load carrying capacity high as compared to other. Managing difficulty makes them costlier than single helical gear. पण तशा प्रकारची गिअर तयार करताना जी मॅनेजिंग डिफिकल्टी आहे त्यामुळे काय होतं, these gears are costlier than single helical gear. Their applications are limited to high costly reduction, high capacity reduction drives like that of cement mills and crushers. सिमेंट मिल वगैरे किंवा क्रशर मध्ये ज्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला हाय कॅपॅसिटी रिडक्शन ड्राईव्ह वापरायचं आहे, बरोबर ना, हाय कॅपॅसिटी ड्राईव्ह वापरायचं त्या ठिकाणी अशा प्रकारचं डबल हेलिकल गियर और कॉल्ड एज हेरिंगबोन गियर यूज करतात. सो दिस इज योर डबल हेलिकल गियर और कॉल्ड एज हेरिंगबोन गियर. देन देयर इज कॉल्ड एज गियर application of internal gear pump. Small gear meshing is there with each other. That small pinion is meshed with the gear. So there is what type of gear called as a internal gear. You can see that on that circular plate, on that gear plate, teeth are not produced on that outer circumference. The teeth are produced internally on that internal hole. So that is called as the internal gear. And this is one of the application of internal gear pump. Gear pump is there having internal gear. So that is having the application of internal gears. Here internal gear pump. Then next is called as a rack and pinion. So rack is the segment of gear of indefinite diameter. It can be spur as or helical. हा जो rotating part आहे वरती shaft वरचा, this is called as a rack. The type of gearing is used for converting rotor machine into transmit motion or vice versa. Typical example of rack and pinion shows rack and pinion. Rack and pinion. Rack, pinion and rack. Okay, so students, this this flat portion is called as a rack, and while this rotating shaft, there is a pinion is there, round rotating small pinion is there, and this pinion is rotating on that rack. Rack is the straight cutting tools are there on that outer surface. So straight cutting edges are there. 1 minute student, no, just a minute. हॅलो नमस्कार सर बोला ना सर. हा नाही नाही, काही नाही, मी पण मला लेक्चर होती 4 ते 5 त्याच्यामुळे मला पण बोलतो